So in a very recent video, we outlined some incredible Dynamite players who have complete mastery over Dynamite, exhibiting their skill in some fantastic replays that we showcased here on my channel. So the response on that video was fantastic, and I would love to do more videos such as that and much like today's video more often here in the near future. It allows me to showcase some players that might not get as much notoriety in the community that exhibit this amazing skill on a particular brawler. You guys know my love for pro players that have like this knowledge that not a lot of people have with a particular brawler that just pop off and stuff that you don't see very often. So we're going to continue doing that for sure. So today's video is going to be outlining one of my favorite brawlers in the entire game. I've said this on my channel, my second favorite brawler inside of Brawl Stars, and that is Colt, the Pew Pew Master, the full clip arena brawler, one of the most satisfying brawlers to play with inside of Brawl Stars. So let's get straight away into it. Here we go. Now, before we get into the juicy content in today's video, I'd like to give a little shout out to my Discord server. I've been getting a lot of questions as to where is my Discord server or what's the link to your Discord server. Normally, I have it in my description down below, but today I'm going to be putting it a little bit higher up there. I've been getting a lot of people asking what it is. I do, in fact, have one. I just don't mention it a whole lot, but it's always there. But if you guys want to join up, have fun in our community, make sure to go check out that link in the description down below. That'd be awesome. So once again, we're taking to Twitter to outline some of my absolute favorite pro players that are exceptional with Colt. Guys, there's a really satisfaction when it comes to playing with Colt where it's really hard to get down, but once you start getting the feel for him, once you get into that groove, maybe you play for like an hour with him during the day, you feel your skill level start to rise with him, you start landing full clips on individuals and just popping off. It's so much fun playing with Colt, and some of the clips can be quite amazing. So we're going to be outlining 3 different players that I find are amazing with Colt, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy some of their clips. So of course we got to start off this video today with one of the Colt gods inside of Brawl Stars, and that is Crying Man. Now, he's not just a one-trick Colt player or anything like that. You guys know who Crying Man is. He is a fantastic pro player, one of the best in the entire game, and that definitely extends over to Colt. He's one of the very few rank 35 Colt players that we have in the game that managed to get it in the 3v3 game modes a while back before Takedown. So he is incredibly good with Colt, and you guys know, if you watched our video yesterday, how difficult it is to get Colt rank 35, the hardest brawler in the entire game. But let's get into some of his clips. Now, before we get into the clips, of course, if you guys enjoy what you see from the pro players in today's video, make sure to go check out their links in the description down below. I would greatly appreciate that. It's one of my favorite things, having some sort of influence in the Brawl Stars community, being able to distribute that influence to people that I find incredibly deserving or have some sort of amazing talents in the game. It's a lot of fun for me. And starting off with Crying Man, you guys should already know this guy probably has even more influence than me in the community. Pro player, fantastic YouTube channel. Make sure to go check it out, all of it, if you haven't heard of him already. But getting into the very first one, we have Colt on Brawl Ball, and we'll have to see firsthand what he is truly capable of here. We're up against Anita, a Shelly, and a Mortis. Playing on the defensive, the enemy team is pressuring, and it's 2v3, one's down, Crying Man really low, he's got to buck up if he wants to defend, and he's able to one clip the Mortis and the Shelly. Now, I gotta tell you guys, that is difficult in and of itself. Normally a Mortis, when he gets into that range of being full clipped or getting the movement pattern down, you just gotta dash the other way. So it's hard to get someone and a Mortis at the same time with Colt. So that is a very difficult thing that he just did, managing to defend the entire enemy team with only 100 health. I mean, come on, that's freaking epic. And I do also want to point out, in situations such as that, where you're kind of on the ropes, where you need to defend against something like that, it's a very stressful situation, so it can be really difficult to pull off and play defense like that. It's a lot of mind game stuff, so you really had to clutch up there to pull that off. Fantastic play. So heading into the next clip, and there's very specific reason why I love this clip so dang much. So as you can see, we're gearing up as Colt going up against the Daryl and the Poco here, full clipping both of them, taking them both out, and then uses the super that he generated on killing those two guys, shooting straight down and taking out the El Primo. Now, the very specific reason why I enjoy that play so dang much is how difficult it is to shoot down and accurately shoot down. If you guys don't play a whole lot of Showdown, normally if you are a more 3v3 dependent person, it can be really tricky to aim downwards because it's so foreign. You're used to shooting up because that's where the enemy team is. So it's really difficult to be able to full clip a Primo like that, as well as taking out the whole team. It's insane. He did get a little help from the Leon, but love this clip. And then our final clip from Crying Man is a shorter one, but it's so dang satisfying, guys. Being able to full clip 2 people at once. Oof! My goodness, the carnage. And the best thing about being able to full clip 2 people with Colt is that you'll get your super again no matter what. So if you manage to kill 2 people or close to kill 2 people with that full clip, you're just going to have another one right in your back pocket. So I'm sure he was going to gear up on that Daryl as well. Amazing clip. Crying Man, a fantastic Colt. So moving on to another one of my absolute favorite pro players that is incredible with Colt, and that is Czar. Now, he's not just a Colt one trick, much like Crying Man. He's good with a lot of different brawlers, a lot of brawlers that I enjoy playing with, which is why I enjoy his content. He's insanely good with Mortis. He's insanely good with Colt. A lot of those fun brawlers that you like to play that have some sort of high skill cap mechanic. But he's got an amazing YouTube channel. Make sure to go check him out. Links in the description down below once again. So let's get into his clips. Okay, guys, so heading into the first one, and I have to lead off with this one because it's probably one of my favorite clips in the video today, and that is Czar just absolutely popping off against an enemy team in Brawl Ball, just literally like having the enemy team in the palm of his hand. So here we go. Czar is bottom left on Colt. The enemy team is trying to take refuge. He full clips, or not full clip, but enough to get another super. Takes out, just bombarding. There's 4 supers in that clip. My goodness, what an amazing play. Let's watch that again. Okay, so take 2. So as you can see, he's bombarding them all. He manages to clip 3 of the people, not for a full clip, but that's his 3rd super. That's his 4th super. My goodness. Colt is a scary brawler if you can play him right. One last time. Okay, let's count the supers. 1 super, 2 supers, 3 supers, 4th super full team wipe. I love this clip so much. Czar is a god with Colt. Holy crap. So the next clip is from Czar's TikTok that he also posted to his Twitter, so it's a little bit longer, which I gotta be honest with you guys, I freaking love long clips, being able to see like complete devastation over time from like a couple different matches. So as you can see, Czar just popping off here. So he's up against the Poco, got some epic edits in there from TikTok. I gotta check out TikTok, like Brawl Stars content. I'm sure it's a lot of fun because there's dope music, there's a lot of cool stuff. Unfortunately, I can't play the music because of copyright. YouTube lame, YouTube stinky on that department, but I understand. But here we go, taking out the Daryl, about to take out the Spike, taking out the Spike and scoring the ball. So here we go. Oh my goodness. Guys, it is hard enough to manage to land a super on 2 people, let alone being able to clip 3 different people at once. Now, in that situation, it's going to be really tricky to like continually burst down 3 people, but just managing to line it up so you can tick 3 different people is absolutely insane. But just complete devastation from Czar there. So if I had to pick out a favorite one, this is definitely by far my favorite clip of this mashup here, being able to just devastate everyone, and then he just zips down the Daryl, completely switches his focus to the Poco, takes out the Primo. He was solely responsible for taking out all of those players in that game there. Okay, guys, so for our last Colt God that we're going to be covering in today's video, I gotta say it's probably my favorite of today's video, just because I've always acknowledged Johnny Boy as that like one trick Colt player, where we see a lot of good Colt pro players in the game, but they are also exceptional with other brawlers. And now I'm not saying Johnny Boy is bad with other brawlers, but Johnny Boy is known for being that Colt player. Like whenever you bring up Colt gods, Johnny Boy's name is always brought up in the mix because he is a fantastic Colt player in the game. You guys know my love for those one trick pro players that just solely dedicate themselves to just mastering that one brawler, and Johnny Boy is that guy for Colt. So let's get into some of his plays. Make sure to go check out the links. I would appreciate that. So the very first clip from Johnny Boy, we're here inside of Brawl Ball going up against a Daryl, Pam, and Colt. Our team, or I should say Johnny Boy's team, is pressuring really hard, but his teammates are starting to get low. So as you can see, they roll in. Johnny Boy is in the back firing away, but both of his teammates go down, so he's left alone 1v3, but he is popping off, taking out every single player almost. He manages to slip by, finding an opening, and then takes out the Daryl. Freaking amazing. I gotta say, that's probably one thing that I really enjoy about Brawl Ball replays, is you get a lot of situations like this where you have like the cards on the table, you have the team on your back, and you have to perform in a very clutch situation like this one where it's 3v1, and he does it perfectly. Absolutely insane. So moving on to the next clip, and as you can see, this one is from quite some time ago. Do you guys remember when we had Brawl Ball maps with water on it? My goodness, that was pretty crazy. And as you can see, the Tara doesn't have her new remodel, so it was quite a while ago, but still a fantastic clip. Nothing has changed from Colt in this period except balancing changes. So Johnny Boy rolling up, taking out the spike. We have Pam in the mid lane, taking out the Pam with a full clip, and he's really close to super because he got another clip in there on the Pam before she died. So now it's just Tara v3, 2 primos on the team, so you know Johnny Boy's just having fun in randoms here. So we have a super, he's trying to line it up to get some good values, able to clip down the Pam and the spike, getting another super, putting it in there, not able to take him out, but still clipping him down. My goodness, just an absolute massacre in the back. That's insane. Holy crap. The funniest thing about this clip is that the enemy team just couldn't do anything. They were just at the will of Johnny Boy in the back there. Of course, the Pam and stuff, they were shooting at him, but they're just like standing trying to dodge, and Johnny Boy's just popping off. The Tar has super. She's trying to stay alive, but Johnny Boy's just relentlessly letting those shots fly in there. Man, such a cool clip. Okay, so I had to save my favorite Johnny Boy replay for the very end of the video, and that is because it's on Showdown. Guys, I feel like I'm decent with Colt on some 3v3 game modes. I enjoy playing them, getting those full clips, shooting upwards, but I just can't play Colt in Showdown. I get massacred because I suck at shooting down, so like down angles or just straight down. I can only shoot up. So being that, finding like a pro player who can just dominate in a solo game mode such as Showdown or when Lone Star was out, it shows just how good they are at lining up shots with Colt. So we'll see the dominance here. Johnny Boy rocking the normal Colt skin, which I can dig, guys, keeping it generic, which is epic. So here we go, taking out a Mortis right off the get-go, and that could be difficult in and of itself, and then bursting down a Crow. My goodness, that Crow thought he could get in there for some chip damage there, maybe charging up his super, but Johnny Boy says no, ain't gonna happen. So we have 3 power cubes here. Johnny Boy sitting very good, able to get some good shots on the Shelly. Man, he's just knowing where the Shelly is going to go. It's insane. So we saw another example of him kiting back like that, and trying to line up his shots. Basically, if you guys get like someone in that burst of stream of your super, the main thing that someone's going to do is almost like a knee-jerk reaction. So they're going to try to go the opposite way. So it's 50-50. So it's most of the time just feeling it out, like predicting it. Sometimes you can make like a calculated guess on which way they're going to dash away, maybe towards like walls or something like that. But it's in your best interest to like shoot and then make a jagged direction with your movement, so you can kind of line it up that way. And you see that a lot with Johnny Boy here. So we're still popping off. Johnny Boy at 7 power cubes now, but as you can see with the placements of the enemies on the map, he's in a very sticky situation. Normally in this situation, I'm just panicking. I'm stressing out, thinking that there's no hope for me. One hard thing with Colt and Showdown is it's really hard to pressure people away. People can kind of just get inside and kill you that way just by pressuring in on you. Unless you can land your shots consistently, they can just make their way in on you. But Johnny Boy doing a fantastic job at just keeping his control on his spot of the map. Maybe the power cubes are helping him a little bit, but you know what? He earned those power cubes, dang it. He popped off in the beginning, got off to a really good start. So knowing that the meteor was going in, he knew that the spike was going to kite to the left. So really easy kill there on the spike. And now we have a bow and a Poco. And I've constantly said this. I feel like bow is like Colt's arch enemy. It's so dang hard for me to go up against a bow just because his movements are so awkward and he doesn't really have to line anything up. Oh, but it's close, and he's able to end the game off with a win. Absolute dominance with Colt in Showdown. Freaking awesome clip. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed the absolute destruction with Colt. Such a fun brawler to play with here inside of Brawl Stars. And at the very end of the video, just to see if you guys are watching to the very end, I got a very important question for you. What's your favorite star power with Colt? Do you like the first star power, Slick Boots, or the second star power that gives you a little bit more range? I personally like Slick Boots a bit more. I like running fast. I love mobility in Brawl Stars, which is another reason why I enjoy Mortis so dang much. But I'd be curious to see what you guys enjoy more on Colt. But guys, hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Once again, make sure to go check out the links in the description down below to the players as well as my Discord server if you are interested. So with that being said, everyone, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we will see you in the next video. Peace out.